Since there was numerous reports that karl-anthony Towns is as good as gone from Minnesota, I decided to put 3 trades that would get him out of there quickly in the offseason, and that makes sense for both teams and financially works. So let's get right into the first trade. So the first trade is the Timberwolves getting Clint Capella, John Collins, DeAndre Hunter, and the number 6th pick for karl-anthony Towns. I definitely not do this trade if I were the Atlanta Hawks. I definitely do it if I were the Timberwolves, but this is a trade that Bleacher Report made. As always, they make some random bad trades, terrible trades. Like, the Hawks are giving up so much. I know it's for karl-anthony Towns, for a superstar, for probably one of the best centers in the league. They're giving up a lot for him. They're giving up like all their young talent, obviously, except for like Trae Young. But I don't think it's worth it right now. They have Clint Capella, although he was injured, but I think he's still gonna be good for them. He's a great center, and they also giving up John Collins, who just played insanely well for them. Then they're giving up DeAndre Hunter. That is a great young piece for them. They're just giving up too much, and the number 6th pick, man. Come on. Like, come on, that's just so much. I know it's for karl-anthony Towns. Again, I'm saying this, but too much value for karl-anthony Towns. If I'd be the Hawks for this trade, I'd just take out, I'd put in Clint Capella, and I'd give them the number 6th pick, but I'd take out DeAndre Hunter, or I can give them Clint Capella and DeAndre Hunter and take out the number 6th pick for karl-anthony Towns. And yeah, I think that would be better, and obviously take out John Collins because I don't think that's worth it. Then that would be actually good, but I don't know if the Timberwolves would want to make that trade. I mean, if they really value the number 6th pick really well, so they might actually do it, but I really don't know. I would not do this trade if I were the Hawks. If I were the Timberwolves, I'd accept it in no time. So at the end of the day, this trade is a no for the Hawks and a yes for the Timberwolves. So now let's hop into trade number 2. So trade number 2 is the Timberwolves getting R.J. Barrett from the New York Knicks, Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson, the 2020 first-round pick, which is the 8th pick, I believe, if not the 27th pick, but they're probably referring to the 8th pick, and the 2021 first-round pick, and the Knicks get obviously karl-anthony Towns. My thoughts on this trade is just like a no for the New York Knicks, because they've already failed to do this a bunch of times. They're literally giving up their whole young core, their whole main pieces in R.J. Barrett and Mitchell Robinson. That's their future right there. I would never do this for even a Joel Embiid, karl-anthony Towns. This does not matter. I just believe in the players too much to do this trade. And they're giving up like the 8th pick and another first-round pick in 2021. Like, come on, Bleacher Report is just really weird right now. They're making up some random trades. I know it's karl-anthony Towns, but not that much, man. You got to take away at least an R.J. Barrett. I do it. Actually, I do it if you take off an R.J. Barrett and a first-round pick, which is the 2020 pick. I'd rather take off for karl-anthony Towns. I give them Mitchell Robinson if they really want him. Obviously, Mitchell is really good, but if they really want him, it's karl-anthony Towns. Obviously, he can make it the 3-ball. Obviously, he can do everything on the court. So I do Mitch and a first and maximum 2 firsts, but not the 8th pick in 2020, but 2 different firsts, maybe the 27th pick and the 2021 first-round pick that was rumored to be there in the trade. I do that for karl-anthony Towns, and that was obviously for the Knicks side of it. I would never do that, but that the trade that they put in there, I would never ever do that trade. I mean, that's just too much young pieces and too much value for karl-anthony Towns. He deserves a value, but definitely not that much. He anyways is disgruntled star right now, so he won a Timberwolves side of this. This is a must-do trade. I mean, God, like they're getting R.J. Barrett that can be a future All-Star. You guys saw pictures of him being ripped this offseason. And they get Mitchell Robinson, obviously, as well as first-round picks, the 8th pick, and a 2021 first-round pick. I mean, that's just a no-brainer. That's another deal that the Minnesota should be doing. So for this number 2 trade, I say the Minnesota Timberwolves are saying yes to this trade, and the New York Knicks are saying a big fat no to this trade. For trade number 3, this is an interesting trade because it's just doing a straight-up swap with Bradley Beal to the Timberwolves, and the Wizards getting karl-anthony Towns, obviously. So let me discuss this trade. So this is the only trade I actually get that makes more sense than the other first two. The first two are just wild cards, but this one actually makes sense because the Timberwolves are getting a disgruntled star from the Wizards in Bradley Beal, and he definitely like to probably be on a different team now at this point because they just didn't work out in Washington. I'm not sure about what he thinks about Washington. He definitely said a lot of good things, but I think at the end of the day, they're anyways going to have to trade him sometime. But yes, so this is a perfect trade for both teams because the Wizards get a great center in karl-Anthony Towns that can actually space the floor and run it. But they get a great center right there, a very good superstar center right there. But then the Timberwolves obviously get Bradley Beal, who is really good on offense, especially. I mean, he could definitely be well with D'Angelo Russell. That'd be a very good super duo. I mean, I thought Cat and Russell were not actually bad. I think they're actually really good together, but I don't know. I mean, it says that he's as good as gone. I don't know if I should believe this fully, but I mean, we believe what we see, unfortunately. But if that is actually true, then that means they should definitely make a trade. And I think this is the best trade out of three to go to the Wizards. And both teams are just getting straight up deals and swapping stars right there with Bradley Beal and karl-Anthony Towns. And I think you guys already know how good Bradley Beal can definitely be. So with D'Angelo Russell, they can have a great backcourt, you know what I'm saying? So I think this is very good and interesting. And for the #1 pick, the Timberwolves can either trade it for another star, probably like another center to replace Cat, or not. I mean, if they want to take a small forward, power forward, whatever they want, they could do. But I think I would trade it as well for a star. I would not take like a James Wiseman or LaMelo Ball, Anthony Edwards. I mean, I would just trade it if I was them, if they actually make this trade. If they don't, I just continue building young with karl-Anthony Towns and Russell as their focal pieces. But I personally get Anthony Edwards for them if they're just to keep this roster. I think he would be a great fit alongside D'Angelo Russell and karl-Anthony Towns. So that's just my personal opinion about the trade or about the draft. And I think that would be really good. A big three of Anthony Edwards, D'Angelo Russell, and karl-Anthony Towns. A very nice young super trio, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I think, I mean, they said that they really want LaMelo Ball, and I would definitely not do that if I were them, because LaMelo also needs the ball a pretty good amount of times. He's ball dominant, obviously. He could have great passes, you know what I'm saying, but he's still ball dominant. So I don't know if I would do this if I were them, but whatever, we're gonna see what happens. And let me know if you guys did enjoy the no for them. But then I would say obviously yes for the Timberwolves. That was the first two trades that actually came up as an offer to them, which is probably not gonna happen, but nothing as close to that. But for the Wizards trade is very interesting. I actually like it the most out of other ones. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think about these trades, and if you guys agree with one or two or three of them, let me know in the comments down below. And it was Alan here from KYT, and I'm out. Peace.